Hey y'all! And welcome to the Sorry Not Sorry Generation podcast, where we bring you a not-so-healthy dose of humor and reality as we get our hands dirty with some serious nostalgia and question everything.
Let's dive in.
Hey y'all!
Hey y'all!
It's Misty.
It's Ani.
And today we are watching the entirety of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. So the whole movie.
2 hours and 26 minutes of movie time will be Part 1.
Yes. And the next episode you listen to that is titled Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows will be an entirely different movie than this one. Okay? Everybody on the same page?
Yeah,
Everybody
Part
good?
2 they won't be spending about an hour and a half just on an epic camping trip.
Yeah, no. We can't, even we are not capable of talking about a camping trip for like that long. Like, no.
I can talk about my heavy dislike for camping.
Mm-hmm.
But not for that long.
Yeah. No, not unless you want me to start listing every bug I don't want to get involved with. So, if I do sound a little strange during any part of this, as my voice still fades in and out a little bit, I am in the process of getting over a flu and not COVID, just for the record, not COVID, just the flu.
Good old-fashioned influenza.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, no, not that either. Not that either. Thank you, though. But yeah, so I am in the process of getting over that. So it's, at some point, my voice might just kind of vanish a little. So as it has done all week. So
I like the shirt you're repping.
Ah, the mummy. Thank you.
Yep.
Gotta love it. It's an awesome shirt. It's a really comfortable shirt too.
And now that every time I see it, I just be like, I was there when you got that.
That's very true. I did get this at Universal, so yeah. It's a very good shirt. It's a very comfortable shirt. So, but yeah, we're gonna watch Harry Potter when things get real shitty, real shitty.
I mean, haven't they already been really shitty?
I mean, that's fair, but now they're gonna get really shitty in the way that like you don't have access to a toilet, so or a
magic
shower.
tent. All right, they probably have a shower and plumbing in there.
I mean, that's true. They really should have considered like having put food supplies in it. You know, like at some point. I know Hermione says she didn't have any time for that, but like because they had.
Girl,
to
you're a Muggle.
But like,
you know what canned food is.
Yeah, and like you're telling me that she couldn't have, before she wiped her parents' memory, she couldn't have taken like a shit ton of money out and then like gone shopping in the Muggle world to just like buy some canned shit, you know? Maybe like if you're that worried about it, maybe like a plant, like like an actual food plant, like a bean plant, a tomato plant, maybe. You can't tell me there aren't spells for keeping plants, you know, like growing. There's an entire, she's had herbology for 6 years. You can't tell me there's not a spell for that. So I have a lot of fundamental issues with the fact that they didn't have access to some basics. So, and in all honesty, they wandered all over England, like running away from Voldemort when you could have just gotten on a plane at any point. You know,
like, it's true though. Hermione's the Muggle that should know that, you know, she knows how to travel.
Yeah.
In the Muggle world, planes. Harry is a half-blood. He grew up in the Muggle world. He knows about that shit too.
Yeah.
Like, why did no one think of get on a fucking plane?
Or
no one in the magical world is gonna think of getting on a plane.
Or, you know, take the Weasley family car, and whether you know, because I'm assuming they got another one after the one that went off into the forest, and drive it to like France, or you know, through the underground, or you know, something. Get another flying one, fly it to France if you have to. It's, if people can swim the English Channel, then you can probably apparate to France too, because like if you stand on some of the cliffs on the on like the edge of England, you can see France from there. You're telling me you can't apparate that far? If you can apparate from one end of England to the other, you can apparate across the fucking English Channel.
That
Go to
people can swim
France.
across. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like go to France for a little while. Once you get to France, you could apparate to other countries from there. Why did they stay in England? This is so fucking stupid.
Misty being real with her escape tactics.
Look, it's common fucking. Okay, well that's why they didn't do it. It's common sense. That's why. Never mind. I answered my own question. All right, let's play this
Children
thing.
don't have common sense. All right, let's go.
I mean, wizards never have any fucking common sense, but that was a little stupid even for them. Like, really.
No lie. No lie.
It's just like they're so close together. It's weird that it has random trivia pop-ups, but all right.
Jason Isaacs originally considered not returning for this movie, fearing that his character's arrest and imprisonment at the end of Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix would mean very little, if any. I always forget that Bill Nye is in this.
Davy Jones!
I knew him before he was Davy Jones.
Yeah.
I knew him from Underworld.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair. But I'll never not look at him and think for, like, the Minister of Magic for a little while was Davy Jones. Like,
yeah.
Strong. Your ministry remains strong. Your ministry is as corrupt as S.H.I.E.L.D. is, as it was full of Hydra agents. Like, fuck you.
I remember when I was reading this, going like, that's really not how they portrayed the new Prime Minister of Magic.
Yeah. I'd like to know what the hell Harry said to them that convinced them to leave. Like, it never actually
Dumbledore's dead.
Well, yeah, that's fair. But, like, the only person I think who would have an idea of who that is would be Petunia. What the Weasley should have done is built their house underground.
Literally a burrow.
Yeah.
Such a sad scene.
Yeah, Hermione obliviating her parents. It's never resolved on whether or not that can be fixed, of whether or not she can give them their memories back.
Huh.
So she might have obliviated her parents and sent them to Australia, and she might live out the rest of her life without her parents because they might not ever remember her.
That is a horrible situation to, like, not only have to be in, but the fact that she had to do it herself.
Yeah.
I don't remember if in the books they actually mention, like, how they convinced the Dursleys to just pack up and go.
Yeah, I don't think they mention. I think the 7th book starts off with the Dursleys packing to leave.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think they ever meant. I'd love to know how Harry can really convince them to leave and that it wasn't safe anymore. So, I mean, like, I know they said in the book that even the Muggles are starting to notice that something's wrong and everything like that. But I feel like for somebody as stubborn as Vernon Dursley, it would take a lot, you know, like, to actually get him to willingly leave. Unless it's a bunch of owls delivering mail.
Just trauma all over again.
Yeah. Threaten him with a bunch of owls. It's like, they'll deliver post on Sundays.
Fucking love Snape.
I love Malfoy.
Not as a person, we know that, but, like,
yeah,
Alan Rickman with his long black hair and his swishy like cape, love.
There's literally could not have been anyone better to play Snape.
No.
I love Malfoy Manor. Like, jeez.
So dark and dreary. I can do so much with it.
I know, right?
Oh shit! Who was that girl, woman on the table?
I think that was a Muggle-born teacher from Hogwarts. I think she taught Muggle studies, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I've read 7.
Mad-Eye Moody tried, but technically it wasn't Mad-Eye. So
yeah.
Oh look, hungry snake.
Nagini, who's actually a person. That's so fucked.
And she can't transform back into a human anymore, right?
Yeah.
Like, she's stuck as a snake. That was in Fantastic Beasts, but why?
It's like, part of her curse. that
Okay.
of what she is. Eventually, she'll stop being able to transform back into a person. So,
Okay.
of all plot twists that we needed in Harry Potter, Nagini being a person wasn't one of them.
Their guest being who was it,
I
Ollivander?
At this point they should have Ollivander and Grip Hook, the goblin.
Yes. Yes, they have Ollivander and Griphook.
Yeah.
And they all show up with Luna. No, they have Luna, I think, already. Because when they go to Xenophilius' house to ask about Luna, he
Well, yeah,
calls
but they
the
don't have her yet because she has to go to the
Oh,
wedding first,
that's right.
and they haven't had the wedding yet. So
Okay. Okay. So yeah, by now they have Ollivander and Griphook.
yeah, Voldemort asking for somebody's wand. It's just like you literally have Ollivander in your basement. Like, why didn't you just get him to give you a wand or to make one for you?
Well, to be fair, doing his manipulative power play tactic.
Yeah. To take Lucius's wand is weird.
Power play.
Yeah.
But also, maybe he's thinking this will be a strong enough ish wand to handle my dark
Eh,
magic strength.
yeah, that's fair. That's the last thing I'd want is for Voldemort to take my wand. Like, that would be. I'd just pretend I don't have one anymore and be like,
Right? She's
nope.
like, I don't have one anymore. Here you go.
Charity Burbage. See,
Yeah, she's a
teacher
teacher
at
at
the school.
Hogwarts.
Ah,
Muggle
I was
studies.
right. It was Muggle Studies. It's been so long since I've read 7. Now, they have a Muggle Studies class. Why don't they have a wizarding culture class of teaching, like, wizard studies to the Muggleborns and the Half-Bloods whose parents that they mainly live with are Muggles?
Right?
There would be a lot less issues if they had both classes. And Muggle studies should be mandatory for wizarding students.
It should be because you're gonna like even though you have your own, world and ministry and stuff and
Mhm.
schools, you still live amongst muggles. Like it should be
Yeah. You still live on a planet with 7 billion muggles, and it's
yeah,
just like,
like knowing how they function is beneficial.
yeah. But then again, in on the flip side, for all Muggle-born students and then Half-Blood students who mainly live with their Muggle parents, wizarding studies should be mandatory as well, so that
Yeah.
they can become more familiar with wizarding culture. Also, like, Nagini used to be a person, so you think that means maybe she still has her consciousness as a person? Because if so,
Hmm.
at what point did she just become chill with eating people? Because, wow.
How did she end up with Voldemort? I always forget.
We don't know.
You
I
don't
don't think
know.
we know. Mm-mm.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, if she ended up with Voldemort, I think eating people is the least of her problems.
That's fair.
Of her moral compass. It's just, well, I'm already here.
Yeah, that's true. I assume at some point in the end of the Fantastic Beasts series that'll be discussed.
Uh,
Because it can't have a happy ending for her because she ends up with Voldemort. So
right? And she gets her head lopped off.
true. Oh, Harry,
Oh,
staring back at the
reminiscing
site of his trauma.
a little closet, a shoe closet. His little soldier toys are still there.
I wonder at what point it really hit home with him of
Abuse.
how abused he was, like as a child. I have to assume at some point when he was like first staying with Ron and his family.
Yeah, it really starts to hit him like this is how families are.
Yeah. I would have a lot of trauma at seeing Mad Eye Moody. I gotta say, like, I would not just be chill with just seeing Mad Eye Moody now.
Oh look, husband and husband. Wow, father and son. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Then ever since Bill got attacked by Greyback the werewolf, he's he survived. He's not a werewolf, but he likes his steak rare.
yeah. Seriously, how does this child not know a goddamn thing? He doesn't even know what the trace is. I'm pretty sure at some point they explained it to
I'm sure
him.
Hermione knows what it is.
Yeah. Also, at what point did Tonks and Remus get married? Because I definitely missed where they got married. Like, I know they were together, but, like, when was their wedding?
They didn't have a wedding.
So, like, I wonder if they're
They
actually...
eloped, basically.
Yeah. But I was just wondering if maybe they're not actually married,
Oh.
and are, like, they're just together. I know she says husband here in the movie, but...
I fucking hate him. Kingsley
Mundungus
Shaq.
Fletcher.
Oh god, Mundungus.
She
All
just,
right,
like,
Granger.
rips out a whole chunk of his hair.
Yep. He's just like, oh, okay, go, get it. It's just
Well, they could have taken some scissors, like, in all honesty.
I mean, Hermione's got a reason to be a little prissy right now. She has to wipe her
That's true.
parents' memories, so she's like, fuck you.
Yeah, that's true.
I love how instantly the twins just like shrink.
Like, Harry, due to all that malnutrition, is very short.
Yeah, and he gets to watch like 7 people turn into him.
That's so weird.
Hermione is so fucking ugly.
It's really creepy looking. It transitions, like, the brow first.
No shit. We're identical. Bill's in the back going, I know this is my fiance, but she looks like Harry.
Yeah, it's real weird.
Where
It's like,
are
why
you?
did he have to change clothes?
So they can all look exactly the same. They're all wearing the same thing.
But, like, it's not like the Death Eaters are looking at his wardrobe.
No.
It's not like they're like, Harry doesn't own a gray sweater. Like, they wouldn't know that.
This fucking kills me.
Oh, Hedwig.
I lost my fucking shit when
That
I got that
was
part in the book
so-
at Hedwig.
Yeah, it was so unnecessary. Just so unnecessary.
Like, I was very upset.
Yeah, me too. This really could have just been solved by apparating Harry. Like, could have just apparate. Like, the magic is supposed to work until the moment he turns 18 or
Yeah.
17.
17.
So, like, why doesn't he just apparate the moment he turns 17?
You're asking for logic.
Or, a port key. You're telling me none of them can make an illegal port key? Like, really? That is a lot of Death Eaters. Like, a lot of Death Eaters.
Dragonfire!
I like how Sirius's motorbike is all tricked out with, like, a giant fire thing of just, like, a fire booster.
Dragonfire booster. And I love how they are now having a battle in traffic.
Yep.
Like, it's a motorbike that can fly. Get it up in the air.
Yeah, like, why are you on the road?
As heck.
That
We're
thing
going
really needs
upside
a
down the
seat
tunnel.
belt. Oh, I forgot Hagrid gets knocked unconscious.
I can't.
I know, Hedwig. That's the worst death in the series. By far.
As you can tell, I looked away.
Yeah.
My
Harry has
Hedwig.
no idea where he's going.
No, he has no
Like,
idea
he
how to fucking drive this
knows where to
motorbike
go.
either while he's being like fucking like brain raped by Voldemort.
Yeah. And his wand just lifted on its own. Kind of weird possession shit is that?
He's special, remember?
And the chosen one. Oh, Voldemort's wand just immediately gave up. It's just like, no. Oh, look, caused the entirety of London to have a blackout.
Right? And fine, thank you for waking up, Hagrid.
Right? This isn't where they land either. Like, they don't go to the Weasley's house in the book. They go to Tonks's mother's house, Andromeda. Yeah. They all go to separate locations.
Right, they go to different locations. That's right. But no, in the movie, the meeting point was here.
Just so wet.
I'm really glad that the boner bike ride did not have a water feature.
Yeah.
Poor Molly now has to wait for like half of her like family to return.
All but Charlie, I think. And Jenny, obviously.
Was Arthur there? No,
Yeah.
Arthur wasn't there. Oh.
Yeah, I think Arthur was there.
Oh, George.
Yeah, because that should be...
That's George.
Yeah.
Holy George. Lupin just like assaulting Harry, like, are you the real Harry Potter? And like, I get it.
Yeah.
I fucking get it. But also, someone fill a guy in?
Right? Nobody challenges that Hagrid might be like an imposter.
Harry is the best hope we have. Poor Hedwig.
I know.
And Bill and Fleur on the Thestral.
And, Tonks, and I think that must be Ron.
Yep. He's probably like, how the hell did you know it was me? And she's like, bruh, I saw who you left with.
That's true. Yeah, see, there's Arthur.
Okay, he was with Fred.
But I don't even have to say anything to know that something's wrong.
Holy Saint like. There you go. Such a fucking twat.
I've forgotten that I died.
Because he was with Mundungus.
Yeah.
And
And
Mundungus was the...
and obviously Mundungus was the mole. Like, come
Of course.
on. Ron looks like a corpse right there. Like, my God.
I really don't think that boy can handle much
No.
excitement. Like, like... He goes pale real quick.
Yeah. I mean, he is naturally very pale, but still. There's nothing that's, like, I know in the flashback in the 6th movie, Voldemort mentions Slughorn 7 horcruxes, like
Mhm.
splitting your soul 7 times. He doesn't do that in the book, though. And it's
What-
just ends up being 7. It just ends up being 7. Like, especially considering the fact that he didn't intend to make the horcrux that is Harry. He only intended to make 6.
Right. Wait. There's Nagini, of course.
There's Nagini.
Nagini,
Then
Gryffindor, Hufflepuff,
there's no
Ravenclaw,
Gryffindor.
Slytherin. Sorry,
There's
there's no Gryffindor. So yeah, you're right.
There's the Slytherin locket.
Nagini, Locket, Hufflepuff
And
cup, Ravenclaw diadem,
Mm-hmm.
the notebook,
Mm-hmm. The ring.
the ring, and Harry. So Harry is the 7th one, yeah.
Yeah.
So his soul is split 8 ways. Which is why I guess he died, because I think which is why I think that when, like, what's his name? Slughorn said that, if you split it any more than 7, like, you die.
Yeah, because I think the limit was, well, that's not necessarily true, because he had to have split it again. There was probably originally 7, and then and then Harry was an additional one, because that's probably how that's how he survived. Like, the rebound of his own killing curse is that his soul consciousness probably just went to the next horcrux. So I'm assuming that the reason Voldemort is alive is because when he died in his physical body, his soul went to the next horcrux, an unknown horcrux that he then used to resurrect himself in the
He
4th
himself
book.
is a horcrux, though.
Yeah, but like his original body died.
Yeah, and then he went into Quirrell.
Yeah, and then he went into Quirrell, and so like Quirrell had been a horcrux technically, and then they probably had to take that out and put him into like the weird creepy baby form. So like Quirrell was technically a horcrux too. So, but who knows if he made Quirrell, because in the first book they talk about the fact that Quirrell didn't have a stutter and anything, and he was really normal until he went out adventuring at some point. So that means that he probably ran into Voldemort's
In whatever form he was in.
Yeah, in whatever Horcruxian form that he was in, and which then attached to Quirrell itself.
Oh.
So there is an unknown Horcrux out there somewhere. So
Okay.
that never really gets mentioned, I assume. Now Harry trying to leave in the middle of the night like a fucking moron.
He's trying to be the hero. Everyone's dying and getting hurt because of me.
Ron actually laying down some like common sense. It's like, yeah, you're the chosen one, whatever. It's not about you, man. It's not just about you.
So much bigger than you.
Yeah.
Really?
To be fair, the wedding was really a stupid thing to have in the book. Like, that was really stupid, in all honesty. You could have done so many things,
I
but no, you had a
mean,
wedding.
it it makes it more real though and more relatable because like just because
They
shit's going
should
on
have
like
gone to France. Like,
have the wedding in a chateau. Come on.
you telling me they couldn't have had the wedding in France?
Ron's like, give me the fucking backpack and get inside.
Yeah. It's like, stop being stupid. We're gonna die without Hermione.
Ron asking the real questions. Where are these horcruxes?
It's just like, don't know, man. Harry doesn't know shit.
It's like, I wish I could tell you.
Dumbledore's dark secrets revealed.
Fucking hate Rita Skeeter so much.
As much as I hate her, she wasn't wrong. Like, we do learn that Dumbledore was a pureblood supremacist at one point.
Yes,
so...
we do learn a lot. So like, yay, expose the truth. But like, I just don't like her.
No, God, no.
Like, if she would actually like do real reporting and not have that stupid quill.
Yeah. But she's a gossip columnist. Like, that's all she is.
Ugh.
I like how Jenny's like, it seems silly to have a wedding, considering everything that's going on. And Harry, who the night before was just like, the wedding is so stupid. It's just like, oh, well, maybe we should be having it.
Just fucking George over there sitting at the kitchen counter sipping his coffee while watching his sister and his friend make out.
With a toothbrush sticking out of the hole where his ear once was. Like, and Harry looking genuinely terrified of George.
Like, I'm gonna go now.
And it's just like, he didn't even look that scared when he looked Voldemort in the face.
Right?
It's just like, the prospect of facing all of Ginny's older brothers is far scarier than Voldemort.
Woof.
It'd be really weird. Why can the Minister of Magic just walk through your wards?
Questions. Real questions.
Mm-hmm.
The minister is definitely portrayed as much more of a prick
Yeah.
in the books and more socially awkward in the movies.
Yeah.
We're all like, what is
And it's
this?
like, what the fuck is this? It's a device he uses in the very first movie.
I still haven't read the Tales of Beetle the Bard.
Oh, no, me neither.
I have it. I have yet to read it. Add it to it.
Ron looking so confused that they haven't heard, like, wizarding fairy tales.
It's like, your girlfriend is a muggle. She knows Duck Duck Goose.
And, like, Cinderella and all that.
They're just like, okay, creepy man.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's waiting for the Golden Snitch to do something.
Look at him.
He's
like,
so
physically
disappointed that he
deflates.
didn't reveal dark secrets.
Just physically deflates. Like, oh.
I left you a second thing.
Really? Where is it? Mm.
The Sword of Gryffindor is missing in some fucking way. Snape knows where it is.
Right? He just shows up and is like, hey, it's down here.
And the
Like-
weirdest thing is like, I will never get over that either, of like him finding it in the woods. Like, Snape knew where you were like the whole fucking time? Like, what? Either that or he gave it to the Patronus and then sent the Patronus to Harry. But that means Patronuses can carry things? And that's a different problem. It's like,
There's
if
so
that-
many questions coming up. It's like, wait, plot flaw.
Yeah. It's like major plot hole.
I like her dress. I'll admit that. It's very pretty.
Flora's wedding dress, yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty.
with the black feathers.
Yeah. Well, isn't that a convenient spell? All the drink glasses just fill. Luna's dad looks so much like Lucius Malfoy. It's so weird.
Aren't
Like, I bet
the
they're
Love-
related.
I was gonna say, aren't the Lovegoods and like Malfoy's somewhere related?
I have no idea, but it would not surprise me.
How are you? I got bitten by a garden gnome. I'm fine.
Whew.
Cool.
Mr. Lovegood getting way too personal with Harry.
Real close. Like, I can need you to back it up a bit, sir.
Yeah.
Mr. Doge, are you...
Look how many layers that man is wearing.
One,
That
two,
is
three,
one,
four,
two,
five.
five
Five.
shirts and then an outer coat.
How can that man move?
I don't know. It's like, how thin is he actually?
Yeah.
That book about Dumbledore was 800 pages. My God.
That's a lot of pages on Dumbledore.
That is. Of course,
I
he's had
love
a
them.
very long life, though.
Okay, fair. You're talking to the wrong person, lady.
He's like, who's Bathilda Bagshot? Like the author of your history book that you've never opened, Harry. To be fair, Dumbledore's dad killed those three muggles for a good reason. No.
What was the reason?
Because they attacked his very small daughter.
Ah, there you go. That's right. The Muggle boys attacked what's her name?
Ariana, I think.
Ariana. Uh-oh.
Nobody
Incoming.
noticed the comet that was headed directly for them.
Happy wedding.
No shit. Ministry has fallen, the Minister of Magic is dead, and the Death Eaters are on their way.
That was what, Kingsley?
Yeah.
Nice seeing you, Mr. Potter. Bye.
This is like getting the fuck out of here.
Everyone just fucking apparates the hell out.
Yeah. Remus just throwing Harry at the trio. It's like, get the fuck out, get the fuck out.
He's like, but the rest of you? He's like, go.
It's like, the world will fall if you're here.
You were smart enough to take them all the way to some little town that you were in growing up and you couldn't get them fucking food in that giant bag of yours?
No shit.
Thank you. Just... Oh, shit. The books fell off their little shelf in my bag.
Just like, Hermione's the only one who's definitely had a cappuccino at some point before.
I'm pretty sure, like, Harry knows what it is, like, but
Yeah. And Ron just didn't even try to say the word. He's just like, nope.
whatever she's having.
Hermione looking at him is just like, because when he's like, I left all of my things, and she's just like, really? The essentials apparently didn't include food, though.
This fucking this is reality. Like, this
Yeah.
Muggle waitress is just in the back, headphones in, because it's the dead of the night. No one's in the fucking cafe.
Yep.
Just getting the drinks ready. There's a fucking battle going on, and she can't hear it. Also,
Yeah.
can't be fucked. Can't be fucked.
Yeah.
She comes out, she's like, the fuck happened? Hermione, get out.
Ron is just 100% down with murder. Just
Ron is ready to throw hands, man. He's like, I'm ready to kill a bitch.
see, he starts getting weird well before they get a horcrux.
I mean, granted, his sister was possessed. His brother has got a hole in his head.
Yeah,
His other brother's wedding just got crashed.
it's true.
Like,
Something that's always really bothered me, what he does, is the way he like taps on Hermione's cheek and it says, "You're always the best at the memory charms," and it's just like, that was such a creepy gesture. Such a creepy gesture.
You're always the best.
And like,
at
I know he
memory
doesn't
charms.
know that she
He's
just got
like-
through obliviating her family, but still,
Like, he's such a sweet dumbass.
yeah.
No. We didn't get to celebrate your birthday. Damn it. All that hard work.
And Harry's just like, that's the least of my problems. Also, why did she get him a blazer to wear? You could have had the wedding at Grimmauld Place. Nobody was going to be able to break into that.
Yeah. that's fair.
Generations of black family magic. There's
Oh.
nobody getting in that.
Do you think they would be able to hold that many people, though?
Considering, yeah, I would think so, just because I bet Sirius's mom had a lot of shindigs.
Fair. 100% Mad Eye's idea.
Weird, creepy dust Dumbledore.
Like, welcome home. Everything's booby trapped.
Everything's booby trapped. There's a weird painting of Sirius's mom who will scream at you at any given opportunity.
This poor boy having all the fucking
All the
nightmares.
problems.
Just
All the problems. There's so many bedrooms in this house and they sleep on the floor. Like, I know they want to, like, stay together, but you're telling me you couldn't have gone into one of the rooms, floated a second bed in there, you know, and, like, just, really?
Yeah, I think I'll camp out on, in one room.
Then
3
why would you
beds. Come
camp
on.
out in an open space like that when you could barricade yourself in a room that has, the ability to close?
Again, you're asking for logic.
Yeah, that's fair. We have a Bucky. He's sleeping on my desk.
Oh, Bucky!
Little buck buddy.
Fulfill the backshot. History of magic.
He's just now realizing that textbook that he's owned for 7 years is what he knows her from.
This is the room where he finds. Hi, Bucky! Yeah, this is the room where he finds the picture of him zooming on a broom as a kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, look at the book.
Why are you looking away? There you go.
Aww. No. The answer is no, Hermione. He did not destroy the real Horcrux. And hi, Creature! I understand that Creature has been mistreated, misguided. And you know how Dobby was treated.
Yeah.
Why are you being such a dick to Creature? Like, I get it. He's not the most pleasant of house elves.
Yeah.
But
It's like you don't need to be mean to him. Like
he's only a product of his environment.
yeah. Then again, he does call Hermione.
He does
some
call
slurs.
Hermione. Yes, he does call her a mudblood, so like that is warranted.
Yeah.
But again, he does slowly
Product
start
of his
to learn.
environment. Yeah.
He does slowly start to learn.
Yeah, but the time they go to the Ministry of Magic, he's much nicer.
Yeah.
Mundungus Fletcher took it.
Mm-hmm.
And Creature's just like,
I do
hell
love
yeah,
that
I'll go get
right? Like, Harry totally worked into that. He's just like, okay, how can I make this work in our advantage?
Yeah.
Creature is upset that the locket was stolen. Who stole the locket? Mundungus. Who ratted them out? Mundungus. Harry's like, go find the bastard.
Yeah.
And the look on Creature's face of like, oh yeah, this is I will happily do this for my new master.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Neville. I love how the balls this boy grows.
Yeah.
By 7th year. It's like,
I
before,
like the
he would
fact
not be the one that just stands up and be like, Harry's not here.
Yeah. I like the fact that they're so stupid to think that Harry would get on the train to Hogwarts. Like, really?
Like, yes, the boy loves Hogwarts, but like, he ain't that dumb. He dumb.
Oh, he real dumb. Like, he real dumb. But he ain't that stupid.
Oh yeah, nothing to fear as people are being brought out with blood on their faces, and
nothing to fear though.
Every time I see Umbridge, I just fucking lose my mind. You're destroying
so
that song, Ron.
And they're so awkward.
Okay, just blurt that out.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah, you just have to have Harry try to eat it first.
Like it says, I open up the clothes.
Oh, there's Dobby! Just totally attacking Mundungus.
Dobby with his shoes.
Dobby's wearing little shoes. Dobby just shoving Creature out of the way. Creature trying to take credit for all of his hard work, and Dobby's just like, I did everything.
Like, literally, I did everything. Fucking Umbridge.
Mm-hmm.
Bow and all, yeah, the fucking Lady of Trauma is wearing a fucking Horcrux.
Yep. And I bet she doesn't notice the change in personality at all, because I doubt it changes her personality at all.
Probably not. It probably heightened her paranoia, though.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, we're gonna see it in a bit, but if I'm not mistaken, I think either as soon as she sees them or the locket is taken from her, you see that shift real quick.
Oh, yeah. Nobody notices, like, two dudes just carrying disappeared a woman, like, down into an alley.
Really? You're gonna tell these awkward boys to act normal?
Yeah. Well, for one thing, you guys only should have infiltrated probably just one of you. And you definitely should have infiltrated as somebody who you knew something about.
Right? And not just going completely blind.
Yeah.
I do love this, though. They got a bunch of old men to be like, You're gonna be you, but you're gonna pretend you're someone else pretending to be you.
Yeah. Just like how awkward that would be.
It's like, okay. Harry Harry's character looks so confused. He's like, why is everyone going to the toilet?
Just like hoping that once they're in there, they have an idea of what they're doing.
It's like everyone's going in and no one's coming out.
Why didn't you tell Harry that he had to flush himself in before? Because there's no way that people don't see you looking over the stall, Ron. Oh, standing in a toilet. That's disgusting.
And you come out from flu powder, like
Yeah, like, okay. So technically there's a liquid form of flu powder then. Is
they
what
put
I'm
flu powder
understanding.
in the tank dispenser for the toilets.
I guess so. Like maybe it hangs on the inside as like one of those little pucks, you know, and just it's a puck version of blue powder, I guess. Which I guess would tell you that it doesn't need to be in powder form and that there doesn't need to be very much of it in order for it to work. They really redecorated quickly.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
they real fast.
How long is this gonna last? I have no clue.
I made an extra strength batch of polyjuice potions so we wouldn't have to continuously drink it all day, but I don't know how long it's gonna last.
It's like, hey, Ron, Cattermole.
Cataron.
Cataron, you now have
Ron
a
the
wife
naked
to
mole
think
rat.
about. So you have a wife in interrogation that you got to worry about as you try to
Yeah.
figure out how to make this man that you have no idea who he is. I, my wife's all alone.
Ron's just like freaking out about his wife, and he's like, "You don't have a wife."
The spell from year 2, Finite Incantardum, yeah, to get it all to stop.
Like Hermione should just write a quick list of like cancellation spells.
Right? It was it doesn't get rid of it, I think, but I remember because when she used it in the second movie with the pixies, it just froze them all.
Yeah. Well, finite incantatem is like stop the incantation.
Oh,
Translated. Finite is, like final and quit. And then
okay.
incantatem is
Incantation.
yeah.
Oh, look, both Harry and Hermione are in the elevator with Lady of Trauma.
I wouldn't have made the assumption that she was wearing the locket, to be honest.
The
with
way
you.
he walks out, though.
The way he waddles.
Because
I
she's just like, aren't you leaving? He's like, right.
I would have kind of went to Umbridge's house and like looked through her shit first before I would have went to the Ministry of Magic trying to get it off of her while she's there.
You
I
know
would
what
have,
Go ahead.
like, and I assuming like I couldn't find it in the house because she was wearing it still. You could wait for her to come home and jump her in her house, and then it's 3 against 1, and not all of you trying to infiltrate the Ministry of Magic. Like, you would probably have to infiltrate the Ministry of Magic in order to find her address of where she lives, or just write a letter to her and give an owl and then follow the owl.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like there's so many easier ways to do that.
You know what I just thought of? Like we know how wonderful of an actress Helena is.
Yeah.
With how she does her pretending to be Hermione, pretending to be her.
Yeah.
But even this guy who's pretending to be Harry, pretending to be him, is doing a really damn good job of emulating the way Harry walks. Because I didn't know he does that weird ass shuffle until this guy did it.
Yeah, that's true. He does a very good job of it.
I mean, Accio Locket is the first thing that I would think of, but I will also know that it would be a long shot.
Yeah. And of course, at this point, they don't know that the horcruxes are immune to Accio.
Mm-hmm. When Muggles attack. I'm sorry, but was that Muggle holding a wand?
I think so, yeah.
Like, I'm confused.
Oh, she's got a hit list. Hermione Granger. What does it say? Traitor?
Probably. Am I being stupid? Dumbledore's a half-blood?
I think so.
That's what it said on his doc.
Yeah, I don't know if
which one of his parents is a Muggle?
I don't think either of them are. I think They're both half-bloods.
Oh. So, where's my girlfriend? With the enemy.
Yeah. His mother's a Muggle born,
Okay.
and his father is either a half-blood or a pureblood. They're not sure. Just shoving him
Again,
forward.
for how dumb this, Harry is, he acts quickly on his feet.
That's true.
Let's be like, wait a minute, I'm one of the bad guys, so I should just act like one. Of course, her Patronus is a cat.
Why wouldn't you just ask her to perform magic? Like, she can perform magic, so she's a witch.
The magic chooses who it goes to. It's not hereditary, really.
Yeah.
If it was hereditary, how the fuck would you end up finding muggles who know
Yeah.
nothing about magic all of a sudden being accepted to a magical school?
And how exactly has Harry been keeping his wand up of his sleeve, just tucked in there, so that he can just let it fall at any second?
This will
Ron's
be
like,
fun to tell the
"This is
kids.
fun to tell the kids." See, like in that moment of being attacked by all those Dementors, I don't know if I could think of my happiest memory.
Yeah, I don't think I could.
Like,
And I'd
just
be able to hold it.
yeah, I
Like,
would just
I'm
be
being
too focused on like, holy shit, we're being attacked by a bunch of Dementors.
my soul is being sucked up my body. Think happy, think happy, think happy.
Yeah. Ron's just like, I don't know what to do. And everybody's like, the fuck is
And now Mary's like, who the fuck are you?
happening? Ugh. She's like, ew. I think he kissed a kid. Ew. Guys in his underwear.
This poor woman is so traumatized.
Ron's just like, nice meeting you. Gotta go.
Oh my god. It's been an hour
Yeah.
of this movie,
Uh-huh.
and we still haven't gotten to the
The camping.
camping.
I don't remember that guy's name. The head of the Aurors at this point in time.
I don't remember. Oh, his poor face. Yaxley?
Maybe. Oh, this is where Ron gets splinched. I forgot.
Gotta suck.
He's really
Yeah,
lucky he
get out the
didn't
fucking
drop
suit.
that locket.
The guy gets stupid lucky a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the chosen one. Bro, you have a wand! Accio!
Like, she can't see his arm. He's like, Hermione, his arm. Like, yeah, obviously. Yeah, that's his name, Yaxley. I'm very impressed that she can walk around in all that foliage and heels.
Yeah. Shut up and let her work, Harry.
No shit. Like,
Where do you
Harry,
think she put the tent?
like, Harry, use some common sense, please.
Did I tell? Oh, I didn't tell you. The festival? Did I tell you about the festival?
Little.
Okay.
Not a lot.
It was, as far as people go, it was a shit show.
Mm-hmm.
We waited 2 hours in line for merch, and it wasn't a line; it was a mob.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was just everyone just shuffling forward to the front, where security will be like, "Go to that one, go to that one."
Wow.
Yeah. We were freezing, but while I was waiting in line to get a milk, we didn't eat for 24 hours. We ate at like 1 o'clock in the hotel.
What?
And then got to the festival, got in around 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we ate around like 12:30, and then got to the thing about like 1, got in around 2. And then we didn't eat till like we got to the airport the next morning. At like 10.
Jesus. No, thank you.
Because we're like, we're not going to wait that long in line for food.
Mm.
So I
That's
literally
fair.
had water and a milkshake, and Geneva had a beer and a half and a vodka lemonade.
Wow. What time was your flight back?
2:10
2:10.
in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Like we were gonna go to breakfast at the Wicked Spoon in the Cosmo, but like the line was just so long,
Yeah.
and we're just
That's
like, we don't
crazy.
want to risk it, so we just went to the airport and just ate there. But when I was waiting in line for milkshakes,
Mm-hmm.
there was a guy in the line next to me waiting for food,
Yeah.
and he was dressed as Waluigi.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, I just heard someone go, Wah! I
Okay.
had to run up to Waluigi and just like high five. I'm like, okay.
All right.
I thought it was hilarious.
That's different.
I'm like, wah! I'm like,
Wah.
why would you go to this fucking festival pregnant?
Oh God, I don't know.
There were so many pregnant girls there.
That's weird. Real
There
weird.
were a lot of people that brought their kids, like so they're in with strollers and like toddlers. I'm like, why? Why?
Why would you do that?
It is utter chaos out here. Why?
No shit.
And
Don't
all
bring
the
your.
girls wearing their hoe outfits, everyone's ass is sticking out, their fishnets ripped to high heaven, half their shoes don't stick are falling apart.
But no, you should definitely bring your kids to that.
Platform Crocs. I saw many people wearing platform Crocs. Why? It's the ugliest thing I ever saw.
I don't.
Please explain.
If I could, I would, but I can't. I can't explain Crocs, let alone platform Crocs, because I don't understand the concept of walking around on foam.
Yeah, it was. Oh, we also saw a very submissive man in the crowd. He was wearing. It was very obvious he was a sub. He was a bottom because he was wearing just like black leather pants, no
Okay.
top, no shirt, but like to like those X like an X cross belt over his chest. Like I am here looking for my dom daddy or dom mommy, and I'm like, no king shame. Even if I think it's weird, no king shame. But why are you bringing that to the public? This is not the place to find your kink daddy.
Isn't that something you would look for online and not at a music
You will
festival?
go to certain clubs for this shit. Like there are specific clubs out here that cater to this group of people.
Like, you know.
Why are you going to an emo fest dressed like you're, shopping for your next dominatrix?
Oh.
And the entire time, Geneva and I were using Aaron as a scale of what the fuck. So it was just like every time we see something, it was like Aaron would hate this. Aaron would absolutely not be okay with this. Aaron would not put up with this shit. This is not what Aaron would do. No, Aaron would not like this. Aaron wouldn't want to be here. The entire time, just different levels of how much Aaron would hate that.
Well, probably just not wrong. In all honesty.
No, it wasn't. I also spent the last like hour in the bathroom at the festival just to stay a little warm.
Okay. Ew. Why didn't you just leave?
Oh, because so we saw like we were waiting at about 6 o'clock for Black Veil Brides to go on at 6:30. After them was Motionless in White. So while we're waiting for BVB, we're fucking freezing. We're like, we're gonna make it to Avril and then we're gonna bounce.
Yeah.
We got through BVB. Motionless goes on. We're still freezing and going, I really don't think I'm gonna make it to Avril. And that makes me upset.
Well, what time does what it?
Because Avril went on right after Motionless on a different stage.
Okay.
So as soon as Motionless was like done,
Yeah.
or like one song before they were done, we got up, we booked it to the other stage. I'm like, okay, I feel a little warmer
Yeah.
because I'm like moving around now and I'm surrounded by more bodies. We saw Avril. I rocked my little heart out, loved it, screamed, and then a couple more bands went on. Like we saw Bright Eyes, didn't fucking like him at all. The guy sounded like he was high and drunk at the same time.
Ew.
And then he started talking about like the Afghanistan war.
What?
And I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, he's like, oh yeah, this song is about that. I'm like, what?
What?
It was weird.
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm fucking over it. And then we got Bring Me the Horizon. So good show. Never listened to them before. I know of them, just never listened to their music. But it's very like screamo, whatever. Good again, great show. And by the time Bring Me the Horizon was done, I'm like, I gotta get out of here. I am freezing because during half the set for Bright Eyes, I was literally on the floor, like everyone's standing up. I'm on the floor, just hugging my backpack, head down, trying to close my eyes and be like, be as small as I can be, so I can stay as warm as I can possibly be. Geneva's got her hand over my head, let people people can see that like there's someone sitting here. Like, please don't step on her. And like she had to tell everyone like she's fine. She's fine. She's not drunk. She's not overdosed. Nothing. She's fine. She's just tired. So once that was done, like after Bring Me the Horizon, I went to the bathroom. Like Geneva, stay for Paramore, and because she wanted to see Paramore and she wanted to see like 1 or 2 songs from My Chem because My Chem was the one that closed out the night.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've seen Paramore before. I just saw My Chem the weekend before. Like, I gotta stay warm, otherwise I'm gonna fucking die here.
Yeah.
So I went to the bathroom. Just like you walk in, like it was a brick building. So you walk in, and you hit a wall here, and then you go to the right, and there's like another wall here, and then you go to the left, and it's your row of sinks.
Yeah.
And then in the back, like it's shaped like a U. So like once you go towards the back, like that entire back is like stalls, maybe 50 stalls, and then it goes around the other side for more sinks. So like it's I literally sat. I went in, turned to the right, sat in that corner. I'm like, I can still hear the music, but I'm not getting hit by the wind.
That's fair.
And I was on the phone with my mom for an hour, just like, this is what I'm doing, just so you're aware. Here's some pictures of all these hoes in their outfits.
I saw you post one of the photos. I did see that.
I'm just like, Mom, shit talk with me. Just shit talk with me. Keep me company. And what was it? Yeah, so many of them were so plastered.
No, I'm sure.
So plastered. They're walking in with drinks in hand, tripping over themselves, walking into the walls, spilling their drinks. I'm just like, and you're wearing barely nothing. Do you want to die?
Like, it's an ocean of poor decisions is what it is.
It is. And I'm going back next year.
Bring warmer clothes.
I am. Geneva and I are very, very prepared for next year.
Warmer clothes. Nevada is a desert. It gets cold.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yesterday when I got back home in the morning from helping my dad's friend out with like printers and shit, I literally got home and just in the front yard hanging out with my cats, and all of a sudden I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to sit. I'm just gonna lie down. And my mom walked out. She's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "Lizarding."
I like it. Lizarding. Be the lizard you want to see in the world.
Exactly. She's like, what? I'm like, being a lizard, soaking up the sun. She's like, uh-huh.
Mm.
My daughter's a crazy person. I'm like, yeah.
Is she just now figuring that out? Because
sometimes I do things that really just shock her and be like, how did you get to this conclusion?
Fair enough. Fair enough. It's like the less questions you ask, Mother, the better off we're all going to be.
Accept it. Don't try to get in my head.
No.
How answers and questions are formulated, I can't even tell you.
No.
It'll go from monkeys to centipedes to, I have to do like this one post-it note to, yeah, that's the answer to this multi-million-dollar question.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
On to the camping! Even there's the camping phase of the movie.
I was right. The next hour and 20 minutes is fucking camping.
Yep. And they're just gonna fling spells at a horcrux. Like, they fling a lot of spells at it. Some Expelliarmus bullshit. Some explodey spells. They don't, to my knowledge, ever try Avada Kedavra on it. Which is one of the first spells I'd go to, assuming these other spells didn't work.
Right?
You know, like they try a lot of things, but they chase it all over the forest. And I'm just like, I would just try Avada Kedavra.
Also, like, it's a horcrux. How did you get rid of the other two? Let's see. Basilisk Fang.
Yeah.
We're not sure how Dumbledore got rid of his.
Yeah, I assume Fiendfire. But he was stupid enough to put it on. And I don't understand why. Oh, the stupid thing is Harry watched what it did to Dumbledore's hand. And yet he just still decides to put it on. I don't understand why Ron is surprised that Harry doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know any more than you do. Did you think he was keeping some grand secret from you? Like, what the fuck?
Just because he's the chosen one and he's supposed to save us all does not mean he has a clue what he's doing.
Yeah, he doesn't know any more than you do. It's like, and you should know that. Like, I understand why Ron wanted to listen to the radio all the time, but it is just torturing yourself by listening to it.
He's starting to lose his shit because the Horcrux is getting to him.
Yeah, and Harry's just kind of like, you're not doing enough, Hermione.
She's like, excuse the fuck?
Yeah, she's just like, I don't see you doing anything else.
The fact that she can tell, like, hey.
They shouldn't even be wearing it. Just put it in your fucking pocket, man.
Seriously, why are you wearing it?
That's
You
so
know what it's
stupid.
doing to you. Why the fuck are you wearing it?
Yeah.
Put it in the bag.
Like, I get you don't want anything to happen to it, but, like, you can keep it in your pocket or get another bag to keep it in and then put that in your pocket. But it definitely shouldn't be making contact with your skin. There's no way I'd wear it like that. Like, Jesus.
I see a Bucky on your chair.
There's a buck on my chair.
Look at those ears.
Mm-hmm.
He sees something.
Yeah, he's been watching the birds outside. And Hermione, why are you creeping around in the woods? Like, I know you hear something, but, like, don't. Don't just creep out in the woods by yourself.
You're the smart one. Why are you being dumb?
No shit. And Harry, God, you gotta take better care of the Marauders map. Did you see how weathered it looked?
Yeah.
Like, it lasted decades, and then Harry has it for, like, a couple years, and Jesus. That sounds like Daniel Radcliffe's voice on the radio.
What?
It's a good thing she knows where her own barriers are.
That's what it is. That's right. And how did Stan Shumpike get to... Is that Stan?
No.
Okay.
That's, one of the, hunter people. Snatchers.
Because I know Stan's a snatcher. At least in the books he is.
Well, yeah, but he doesn't get shown in the movies.
Okay.
This is creepy dude number 1, whose name I don't.
I lose my fucking mind.
Oh, me too.
Good to know your enchantments work. Like, I don't see you doing any better.
Yeah.
He smelled my perfume.
And Ron's over there thinking they're doing secret things together.
It's like, no, bro. You got Hermione in the bag. She ain't dating Harry. Relax.
No. Though I still think that would have been a healthier relationship than Ron and Hermione.
Look at him.
This book is the reason I think Ron's a piece of crap. Besides the fact that, like, all of the shit that he does to Hermione over the years and then expects to date her, like, afterwards. But, like, he really just acts like an asshole in this whole book. Horcrux or no Horcrux.
It's mostly the Horcrux.
Yeah.
I mean, within this trio, he's honestly the only person who has family he's worried about.
Yeah.
Harry don't. Those are gone. Those also don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Hermione's obliviated her parents, so, like, they won't even come for her.
True.
Ron's he's away. His brother's wedding got attacked.
Yeah, and, like, I understand, like, why he's worried and everything like that, but, like, none of these things give him an excuse to be the royal piece of garbage that he is.
That's true.
Especially here, like, he's so jealous about, Harry and Hermione that he just acts like an asshole, and then even before, like, he starts wearing the Horcrux, he's over here just acting like an asshole the way he tells her. It's just like, you know, you're the one who's best at memory charms, and does that weird creepy little face nudge bullshit.
The sword's made from goblin stuff. Great. How does that help us? He's like, I don't get it.
And they finally have a breakthrough of figuring out why the Sword of Gryffindor will destroy a Horcrux. And that it'll do it because it has basilisk
venom in it, yeah.
And they finally have a breakthrough. And then here fucking comes Ron.
Yeah, here comes his mental breakdown.
Yep. Over there turning up all the light.
So yeah, I'm still here. It's like, we didn't think
Assume
you left?
you weren't. You're the one being
We
all
just
moody that nobody
saw
wants to
you.
talk to you.
It's like, we're giving you space because you're injured, bro.
It's like, you're the one who's being an ass, and that's why nobody's talking to you, my dude.
What part of this isn't living up to your expectations? Is it the camping in the woods? Running away from snatchers?
The more camping in the woods. Hermione is the only one who went into this knowing what to expect.
It's like, we all signed up to go try and save the world. Like, we don't know what we're doing.
And that is the worst line uttered to Harry in the whole
Yep.
book. You don't know how it feels. You have no family. And it
Just
comes from
because
his
this
best
boy has
fucking
no
friend.
family does not mean he doesn't have people that he loves.
Yeah. And it's just like... And then Ron asks Hermione to betray Harry. And she's just looking at him like, the fuck is wrong with you? She's like, obviously I'm not going anywhere. It's like, because she's the one who understands this is not about personal shit.
No, it's not. Fucking Ron.
Ron is kind of a garbage friend, to be honest.
I can't deny that, unfortunately.
Yeah, like, to both of them.
And she's tying her scarf. He has to leave a trail of breadcrumbs for Ron.
I mean, but the thing about that is it doesn't make any sense to me because...
Someone else can track it.
Well, how are they going to use it to track it? Like, it's not like it's an example of where they're going next.
Geotracking.
Like, just like, what the
There's
hell?
a microchip and everything.
I really just don't understand why they just didn't go to a different country, a different continent. Like, come on.
Get off the UK
Go to Iceland
island.
for a little while. Like, Jesus.
Fuck it, go all the way to Japan. Like,
Yeah. Why didn't you reach out to the governments of other countries for help? Like,
I mean,
jeez.
forget the Americas, because we're
Oh, we wouldn't have been. No, we wouldn't have done anything.
no, we're pricks. We wouldn't have cared.
But like, go to Europe. France might give a fuck. Germany, somebody. They're the ones who dealt with the Grindelwald when he rose up. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
they know their shit.
yeah.
Go to Germany.
Like, we've got an incoming Grindelwald at 5:00. Like, let's go.
Incoming Grindelwald.
This is a really sweet moment between the two of them where they dance, where nobody wears the necklace and they just
Right.
dance and have fun, and it's just...
It's like, we need to lighten up the mood. I think it was in the commentary in the DVDs where they're just like, I think this was improvised.
Oh, was it? That would be really...
I think this was improvised. Like, Harry just got up and did this, or Daniel just got up and did this, and like, she's like, the fuck am I doing? So these are like genuine like smiles, I guess.
Yeah, that's sweet though. They're terrible dancers.
Of course they are.
For children who were trained on how to dance at the Yule Ball, and like that's how they dance.
Hermione probably can, but she ain't leading this shit, and Harry can't
That's
do that to
true.
save his life.
Harry can't dance for anything. And like, there's a whole part in the book where they go around with one of the paintings at some point, and like they leave that sitting in a chair because they're waiting for word from somebody. I can't remember who the painting is of though, but
it's one of Sirius's like his grandpa or something, because like he was also like,
because he was the headmaster.
He was the headmaster at Hogwarts at one point. So he's got the portrait at Godric at Grimmauld Place, and he's got his portrait in Dumbledore's office.
Yeah, and they took the one from Grimmauld Place.
Yeah.
Oh, he's finally discovering it can say "I open at the close."
So put it in your mouth. You swallowed it. Stick it in your mouth.
Yeah. That would have been my thought too. It's like, well, maybe just touching it to my lips wouldn't have done enough. Like, I'd have just shoved it in my mouth, like,
right? It's like,
Imagine accidentally swallowing one of the Deathly Hallows.
Oops.
Try to shit out a snitch.
You just get the ghost following you until you shit it out. I mean, Harry making sense.
Yeah, like going to Godric's
Hollow
would make sense if that's where he hit a horcrux, because that's where Voldemort almost died. But Hermione makes a lot of sense, and like, that's a super dangerous place to go.
Oh yeah, this whole thing that they're doing, this whole journey is dangerous.
Yeah. Imagine if they had done this in a time when cell phones existed. Because then they could have just texted Ron and be like, dude, what the fuck? Send him angry, like, gifs and like angry memes. And it's just like,
And then every time you change location, it's like, yo, we're over here.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, we're here. You know, when you're done having your mopey, shit fest, come meet us here.
Yeah, just drop a geotag. Hey. I like how they didn't want to film with different people here. in this scene, so they just gave Harry an excuse that he didn't want to go visit his parents' grave for the first time as somebody else. But like at the same time, Harry, why have you never visited your parents before?
I don't think he's ever had the opportunity to. He's been at Hogwarts and then he's gone straight to the Dursleys. Like, you think the Dursleys gonna let him leave?
Yeah, but like you're telling me that if he would have asked Dumbledore or Sirius or
This is true.
Remus or McGonagall, if like where his parents were buried, that somebody wouldn't have been willing to take him to see them over Christmas break.
That's fair.
You know, or if he would have just told Molly Weasley, like, I want to go visit my parents, but I don't know where they are. You think that woman wouldn't have taken the whole fucking family to go see them?
You're
Like, she
right.
would have
Molly would
taken-
round up everyone and be like, let's go.
The first mention that Harry's never visited his parents before, like, Molly would have been all over that shit.
Ignatius Peveril.
Yep.
Well, he found him.
Yep. It's really sweet that she makes a wreath to put on there. He says Merry Christmas here.
Yeah, I noticed that instead of Happy Christmas.
Yeah. Maybe he doesn't feel like it's a happy Christmas, and Merry Christmas just doesn't mean shit to him because he's British.
Some creepy old lady hanging out in the...
Just watching you. You could tell Harry's whole face changes in that moment. And when she says that he just switches to battle mode, like ready.
Oh, yeah.
And they very slowly follow this woman who's walking even slower.
Yup. And what was it? Like, the way this was written out in the book was really nice.
Yeah.
Like, it was like constant suspense, like the fuck is gonna happen?
Mm-hmm. Oh, and he's seeing his house for the first time.
That woman can't speak. That woman's got a snake inside of her.
I think it's interesting because, like, she can understand him even when he's speaking normally and not speaking parcel tongue. So, like, that makes you think that maybe there's a piece of the person that was Nagini still in her, which just makes it worse.
Yeah. That's terrifying. Bruh. That flame is, like, right on your finger.
Yeah. Isn't Grindelwald a relative of hers?
Of Bathilda's?
That's why she has the photo of him, right? And, like, that's how
Yes,
they met.
I think it's her, like, nephew or something.
Yeah, something like that.
And that's how they met, because Dumbledore grew up in Godric's Hollow too, so, like, when he was there, Dumbledore was there.
Yeah.
That's how they met.
Rita Skeeter's The Lies of Albus Dumbledore.
The way Hermione catches Rita Skeeter is
Brilliant
chef's
and
kiss.
oh, absolutely. I'm surprised he doesn't notice that she's a Horcrux, by the way, because he could feel the locket.
And now they're speaking parcel tongue.
Yeah, and he doesn't realize it. And you know, maybe if Dumbledore had got him somebody who with some training and experience speaking parcel tongue, maybe Harry would recognize it when he hears it.
Oh, there's the snake coming out. Because that's a dead body.
Harry doesn't even grab a wand. He just grabs a chair. What is this weird, creepy child's room that has all the lights on? Like, this is so weird. It's like a bricked off nursery. Did it go into the house next door? Is that what happened?
I really don't know.
That's so weird. I hope that's what it was, because that's creepy. Otherwise, Bathilda Bagshot just has a walled-off nursery in her house, and that's creepy as fuck. In the
I
book,
really like
when
how
they
they
jump
played it
out
out. Yeah.
Yeah. But in the book, when they jump out the window, Voldemort's chasing them.
Mm-hmm.
Not Nagini. Man, that looks fucking cold, doesn't it?
It does. Like, all the
Jeez.
grass is all iced out and snowed over, and the water's still running. It's like, oh, it's gotta be freezing.
Oh. I would not be sitting outside. Like, fuck that.
It's how you remember it? Frozen?
Fucking frozen. The ground is not even snow, it's ice. And she finally confesses to having obliviated her parents.
Grindelwald. Yeah, where's my wand? It's a
little broken.
smithereens. It's been broken to smithereens, just like your the firebolt or the
Harry's really lost everything at this point. Like, damn.
His friend had a freak out and left. His parents are dead. Like, His wand's gone.
Yep.
He's
Like,
like, can
Jesus.
this get any worse? Yes, it can.
Yeah, and it does, so don't worry. It's like you haven't
And
even
it
gotten
does.
caught by the Snatchers yet. Or died. You haven't
Or
died
died.
yet.
Yeah, you do die. Don't worry, you come back though. Ow.
I don't remember how Albaforth gets his hands on that shard that Sirius had, but it's really bizarre that
It's
this is how they
mentioned.
communicate. I know it's mentioned, I just don't remember how he gets it.
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, there's Snape's weird homage to Harry's mom.
This is how Mundungus got the shard of glass when he raided the house, and he sold it to Aberforth.
Oh, okay.
That's how he got it.
Now, see, did Snape give the sword to the doe? And, like, the doe put it in the frozen lake?
What does Google have to say? How does the sword of appear in the lake? Once Snape knew where Harry was camping, he needed to create the conditions of need and valor for the sword to be retrieved. He uses his Patronus to lure Harry and leaves the sword at the bottom of the lake.
Why didn't he just leave it on the bank? Why did he have to create an environment of need and valor? Like, if he had the sword.
I think that's how the sword will appear.
But Harry looks into the ice and sees the sword there. That's what makes him get in the fucking ice. So Snape had to leave the sword in the ice. Like, why does Snape have to be so fucking backwards? Just fucking stab it into the ground and leave it that way. But no, you have to make Harry almost kill himself again. At no point do you hear him
That's
say
how.
Accio.
Okay, that's true. So this is how Snape found out because of Phineas Nigellus Black's portrait.
Yeah.
Because they had the other one, Snape could overhear what they were saying through the bag. That's how he knew where they were. So he apparated there, put the sword, in the lake, and then lured him out with the Patronus. Because the sword was in was it in
I think it was in the office.
It was in the office.
Yeah.
He had it.
And Ron also figures out where they are. Which is just like, you guys are not very well hidden. I'm sorry. Also, why didn't Harry go get Hermione and leave the locket with Hermione so that when he jumps into this fucking frozen lake,
This
like,
horcrux
there's
doesn't
backup.
have a panic attack going, hey, I don't want to die.
But also, like, so he has backup so he doesn't drown in a frozen lake. And Ron, as he's walking over the ice, is so fucking calm about it. Like, he so calmly walks over that ice. And how did he get out of the ice?
Ron.
I know, but like, how did Ron get out of the ice while holding a sword in one hand and Harry in the other? I love Ron
Antlers.
over there making antler his symbol. Ron's like, I can't destroy the horcrux, and Harry's just done. He's like, then why the fuck are you here, man? Get your shit together. Do it. Let's go. There's no reason Ron should know where they are. Like, I know the Deluminator led him there, but like, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
But how?
Yeah, like, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I gotta say, this giant swirling mass of evil, I wouldn't feel that confident holding a single sword. I'd be like,
Yeah, it's like, I have sharp thing. I don't think it's gonna work.
No. That is so many spiders.
Least loved by your mother. She loves Ronald.
She loves them all so fucking much.
And this creepy, half-naked Harry Hermione intermingle.
Yeah, I don't understand why they had to be naked. Like, what was the point of having them naked? I do remember reading that during the filming of the scene where, like, Harry and Hermione kiss, that Ron had to be escorted. Rupert Grint had to be escorted off the set because he was laughing too hard. And he wouldn't stop laughing. And Emma Watson just was disgusted that she had to kiss either of them.
She got more screen time. She got more tongue with Harry than she did with Ron.
Oh, yeah.
They had to do so many takes with Ron and her because, like, they just both kept laughing. It's like, I can't do this.
Yeah, it would be so awkward and embarrassing, in all honesty.
Reason number one why Misty can't be an actor. You gotta kiss some random person.
It'd be like, no.
But your characters are in love. No.
No.
Get a
It's
stunt
like,
double.
what a
No.
poor choice by my character. Imagine being Hermione and she's standing there and they come back and it's just like, well, I got Ron. I almost froze to death and died in a lake. I've also destroyed a Horcrux and here's the Sword of Gryffindor. I'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why didn't you wake me up for this shit?
Just Hermione. She's like, wait, what?
Also, once you walk out of the barriers, unless you were the one to set them, I wouldn't think you'd be able to walk back in. And he's wearing different clothes than when he left. And Ron's just like, hey, I'm back.
Slap.
She should have punched him. She's like, you show up here after weeks. And you're just like, hey. And Harry is running.
She's like, where's my wand? Harry out
Harry's
of the
like,
fire
I don't know.
zone.
I don't know. It's not, though.
It's not.
It's not a long story. She is so rightfully pissed. You abandoned them. Of course it doesn't change shit.
He did a good job of not getting caught on his own.
That's true.
And what did I say? Please tell me I said all these despicable things about you.
Yeah, honestly, and it's just like, what did I say when this magical deluminator is a talk to you? Even Dumbledore, he gave Ron this item, knowing if anybody was going to be a coward and abandon Harry,
It's gonna be Ron.
And it's just
Because
like,
he's
even
a wimp.
Dumbledore knew. Like, Jesus.
Bro, you a wimp.
Yeah.
I like the flames Hermione makes.
It's such a weird thing to say.
The boys are inside and she's outside. It's like, y'all are stuck in there.
Yeah. It's just like, don't talk to her.
You can't leave the tent. She's playing guard.
She will kill you. As fast as she'll kill any snatcher that comes by, she'll fucking kill you too.
She mad.
Mm-hmm.
I needed to find my way back. Yeah, you dumb fuck.
It's like, yeah, because you abandoned them, you asshole.
Janky ass wand for Harry.
Yeah, right. And you burned down the fucking tent. I nearly burned down the whole tent.
Let's try the wand. Point at the fire and go, Engorgio.
It's just
What
like,
do you think
why
is gonna
is
happen?
that what you would try?
I'm
trying to figure- Them trying to figure out what the Deathly Hallows symbol means. And they're like,
look at Ron being like, yeah, Hermione's right.
she's like, absolutely. Like, let's vote on it. And they're just both looking at him like, seriously, dude, you need to calm the fuck down.
He's just trying to do everything he can to like not get on, like to get on her good side again.
Yeah. And Ron's just looking at him like,
Good morons, all of them.
Oh, honestly, such morons.
You're not so mad at him, are you? I'm always mad at him. Baseline relationship. I'm always mad at him.
Yeah, well, in all honesty, that's fair. That's been their whole relationship. Those look like
Dirigible
peaches,
plums.
not plums.
Upside down.
Dirigible plums. It's just like, they look like peaches. They're not even the right color for plums.
Who are you? You were at their wedding.
Yeah.
You were at their house for a wedding.
And they're Luna's best friends.
How do you not know? Like, there's a whole fucking wall that she painted of them holding hands.
To be
Like,
fair,
in
I'm
her
not
room.
entirely sure.
How do you know? How do you not know?
To be fair, I'm not entirely sure that he knows who he is. I love all of their faces drinking whatever it is that he made. Like,
That is fair, because I'm pretty sure Xenophilius is on like, he's like Aunt Jacinda.
Oh yeah, no, he's tripping on some shit.
Definitely Aunt Jacinda like level.
Yeah. Harry's just like, what? No, what story are we talking about?
I'm Muggle born, Muggle raised. Like I don't know. I don't know this
Yeah.
shit.
It's like, and I've never read a book before, so
I've never read a book before.
it's like, oh well, I guess that's not true. He read one, a potions book that nearly got Draco Malfoy killed.
Shut up and let her read the story.
Like, Ron, you're in
Ronald.
enough trouble. No, I guess it's the raven that Mr. Lovegood sent off.
I really enjoy the animation of this.
Me too. It was a really good choice.
Never trust death. Never trust death. There's
It's like,
always.
why would you want something from death? I would just tell him, it's just like, yeah, I just want that you're guaranteed that you're going to leave me alone, like this interaction never happened.
Right? You will come find me when it is a long time away and ready for me to go, not before.
Yep.
What's fucking happening?
No idea.
A tab. Can you just let me watch the rest of this? And then I'll restart. I mean, I understand wanting to bring back a loved one because you miss them, but also corpse.
Yeah, like if you're going to ask for things from death, you should pretty much approach it the same way you would with wishes from a genie. You need to be super fucking specific. If the dude spent, like, the third brother spent the whole time wearing an invisibility cloak, and the son that's depicted in the image is pretty young. It kind of gives you the idea that he met his wife and had this kid after he'd already had the invisibility cloak. If he's wearing it all the time, how the hell did he meet anybody? Like, does he just have to, like, wear it so it hangs off his back, or does he have to wear it? Because otherwise this woman probably thought she was fucking haunted. Like,
She got wrecked by a ghost.
she probably thought she got
Like,
wrecked
how
by
am
a
I
ghost.
pregnant?
It's just like, also, I'm pretty sure that woman was Godric Gryffindor's daughter. So, because that's how those two families combined. It's
Oh, yeah,
Godric
the
Gryffindor's
Peverils and the.
daughter and the Peverils, and it's just like,
And that's how we got Harry.
and it's just like somewhere along the line we lost the Gryffindor name and the Peveril name and
ended up with
managed
Potter.
Potter. And it's just like, what? I read, because they say if you have all three of the Deathly Hollows, you become Master of Death. I've read some really good Master of Death Harry fan fiction.
Oh, yeah?
Where it gives him, like, particular abilities and powers and stuff like that, because
Ooh.
he had. And some of them say that because of the way the prophecy is worded, where neither can live while the other survives, that when Harry and Voldemort try to kill each other and Voldemort dies, that the only ability to cause Harry death was Voldemort, so he could no longer die. So now he just has to exist for an eternity.
Yeah, I read that before. I read that theory where it's like, since neither can live while the other survives, it's like, well, the only thing that can kill one of them is the other one. And now that one
Yeah.
of them's dead, it's like, nothing can kill Harry.
Yeah. And
He just has
then
to live on.
some people take the Master of Death theory and run with it too, because Harry was master of all three of the Deathly Hollows at one point. And so he can't die either, and he becomes an agent of death.
What's your dad do for a living? He's
Death.
Death's representative.
He's Death's mortal representative.
You're my only hope.
Oh, they're finding out that the Death Eaters took Luna.
Took Luna. And now he coming for you.
He is coming. Really, just fucking up
Going to
that
town.
house. They leveled that house.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
how would you know if he didn't escape? Like, you'd have to dig through all the rubble to make sure you didn't crush him in there, and then he's just like, well, we have to prove he's not here, so Accio Harry Potter corpse.
Accio corpse. Uh-oh, snatchers.
They just happened to apparate in the middle of a bunch of snatchers. I would have started throwing killing curses, like, to be honest with you.
Decaf.
Curio.
Don't care. I don't care if it goes on my wand record.
Nope.
I'm running for my life.
I would have cast an Imperio and then told the person I Imperioed to start attacking the snatchers. I could not do this running scene as they're running through the woods being chased by snatchers. I just stop every 10 feet and grab my inhaler like,
This guy's wait.
Just
Time
like that's
out.
why you should
Time
carry
out.
your wand, that's why you should carry your broom miniaturized in your pocket. Could have just jumped on the broom, man.
Just reducto the broom and just stick it in your pocket. Let's go.
Yep. And Hermione ain't doing, like, she's not hesitating. She's blowing bitches up. She fully attacks Harry.
Just and without totally in her head too. No voice.
Yeah.
Just like
Silent magic. Now, if only they had wandless magic too, they could have been throwing spells with both hands. Just waving their hands. See, this is that scene I was talking about before, where this is Grindelwald, and he tells Voldemort about where to find the Elder Wand. But in the book, he never does. He dies keeping the secret that Dumbledore has the Elder Wand.
Right.
And that by doing this in the movie, it ruins any redemption that he might develop through the Fantastic Beasts franchise.
Why are half of these snatchers with why do they look like raccoons?
Most of them are werewolves, I believe, or at least some of them.
Dudley. My name's Vernon Dudley. You'll never find me.
And I'm sorry, but all of those posters that are going around with Harry's face on it, and that snatcher looked directly at Harry earlier. Like, you're telling me he doesn't recognize Harry? And why wouldn't they recognize Ron and Hermione?
Yeah, that's this Greyback. Is that Greyback?
Yeah, that's Greyback.
Taking him to Malfoy Manor. I'm sorry, Lucius, but just for you, your wife, and your son, that is a lot of grounds to cover.
That's a lot of house, man. Like, that's a lot of fucking house.
That's a lot of house. No wonder Dobby was miserable.
Yeah, shit. Trying to clean all that? Fuck, I'd be miserable too.
Hello, Bellatrix.
Like, Harry's poster is plastered everywhere. And you're telling me you guys don't fucking recognize at least Hermione? Like, Draco at the very least, Lucius and his wife would both recognize Hermione and Ron at the very least. Because they
know who the Weasleys are.
Yeah. I will really admire Draco in this moment, is despite the fact that he knows that's Harry.
100% he lies.
Yeah. And, like, Lucius can turn around and see both Hermione and Ron. And, like, he knows that that's Harry.
Even Narcissa knows, and, like, whenever he's dead, she's just like, oh, yeah, he's dead. Take him back. When she's like, how do I save Draco?
Yeah.
Fucking insane.
And Bellatrix just starts attacking everyone. So, I guess because she thought that was in her vault, right?
Yeah, she thought it was in the vault.
Which
but
means
they have the one in the vault is the
fake.
Is the fake.
Yeah. Oh, they found Luna.
Found Luna. And this is
the torturing of Hermione. Yeah. That's a hell of a scene. It looks like she's biting her, doesn't it?
It looks like she's like carving out words in her arm.
Yeah, she's carving the mudblood word into her arm, but it looks like she's biting her arm.
You're bleeding. Why do you have a mirror?
Like, why do you have a shard of glass in your sock? That's also the worst place to keep a shard of glass in your sock. Pettigrew. See, if they knew any wandless magic, a simple wandless Alohomora would unlock the door. Right.
Now, why didn't Dobby just apparate and reapparate in the house? Like, take like two of them, go back, come back.
Well, that's what he does with Luna and Mr. Ollivander, is he takes the two of them, and then he releases Harry and Ron so they can go get Hermione. And Dobby's just holding Pettigrew's wand. It's like, who gets this wand? I'd be like, Dobby, do you want a wand? Like, I'm pretty sure you're pretty powerful without a wand, Dobby.
Oh, look, the snitch follows them. Smart snitch.
Oh.
How we get the Bellatrix hair.
Now they've captured Hermione again. After they tortured her and they're holding her hostage. Oh, now they're gonna summon Voldemort, and Lucius has to do that so dramatically.
So
Just staring at
Dobby's like,
Dobby like, what am I looking at? And they have a little bitch wrestling fight. Draco and Harry just like, give me my wand.
go! Don't talk to the crazy
Why
lady.
did
Just
they
fucking
stand there
go.
and talk?
Just go. Just
Yeah, just
fucking
stop
go.
standing
Stop
there
talking.
making speeches and leave.
Bellatrix does not need to hear your spiel, and this is why you die.
Yeah, just standing there bitching at each other. It's just like, you should have just ran. Well, she knows she got somebody.
We're not all safe.
Oh, and there comes Bill and Fleur.
Like, isn't there something you can do to, like, heal that? Come on.
Like, you don't have any more Dittany or anything. It's so sad. Dobby's death is so sad.
It is.
It's just like, he's just sitting there like with Harry, and he's just like, such a beautiful place to be with friends, and it's just like, oh my god, he was happy until literally the very
end. And the fact that he, manually dug the grave.
Yeah, and carved it out and all.
He's like, yeah, we should close his eyes. I can't do it right now, though.
It's just like, I can't do that right now, Luna. It's one of the saddest deaths in the series.
And yet, Hedwig got me more.
Oh, yeah. Hedwig, number one. The shock factor alone was just like, excuse me?
Like, that was uncalled for.
It starts the book off, and it's a slap in the face of knowing, oh, literally no one is safe. No one is safe.
He literally has no one.
Yeah.
His parents are dead. Dumbledore's dead. His pet, his fucking friend is dead.
I'm really surprised that all three of the Golden Trio survive. I was really expecting at some point for one of them to die. And I honestly kind of thought, especially after the split with Ron, I kind of assumed that it would have been Ron, that something would have happened to him at some point. Either him or Hermione. Because obviously you knew it wasn't going to be Harry, so. But I really just kind of assumed one of them was going to, like, not all three of them were going to make it to the end.
The chosen trio.
Yeah. I expected somebody a little more close to them personally, besides Fred. Like Neville or Luna or Ginny or somebody who was a little more in that little circle.
They were pretty close with the twins in the books.
Yeah, like, they're closer to the twins in the books than they are in the movie. But and like, Fred's death definitely hits you in, like, right in the face and right in the feels. But like, I just kind of assumed it would be somebody like in their grade,
Yeah. What kind of grave is this for Dumbledore? Like, he's
Isn't it weird?
Cinder blocks?
Like, it's really weird. Like, the whole thing is made out of marble on an island, and it's just like, why is it here? It's like, why wouldn't you put him with the rest of his family?
It's not polite to steal from the dead, Voldemort.
It's also really creepy to get that fucking close to a corpse, my dude. And now he has the Elder Wand.
Still doesn't like him, though.
No, it does not. Dun dun dun!
Big Baddie's got the big bad wand.
Yep.
Oh, we finally got to watch it.
Thank God. All right, final thoughts of Harry Potter movie 7. A lot of stupidity.
A lot of lack of common sense. Like,
a lot of lack of forethought at all. Like
Hermione said that she had the essentials packed, like, for days.
Apparently, the essentials is not food. Yeah, like, no food.
She has a. I mean, I would probably do the same. She has a stack of books in that bag.
Yeah.
Where is the like the pantry full of food that can travel with you?
Like, food and water would have been, like, at some point in that frozen wasteland they were in, you saw Hermione get a bucket of water. Like, where is your food? Where is your water? Like, I would have been buying cases of water bottles, canned food, like a little.
You have magical bag that can hold infinite amounts.
And why is your first thing you packed was a portrait? Like, what the fuck, girl? No, pack food.
And a tent. Yeah, but still.
The tent I get. Like, the tent makes sense. I would have packed shelter, food, water, like clothes, blankets. I would have stocked up on all kinds of supplies. And like, she didn't need to buy any of this in the Muggle world or the magical world. You could have bought all of it with the exception of like the magical tent in the Muggle world. Like, girl, like, what did you do? You obliviated your parents and then you should have went shopping. Like, what the hell? You think they're tracking you at like the corner store? Like, come on now. They're not tracking your credit card. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, she could have been buying it over time. Like, she had all summer to get her shit together. And in all honesty, if I can hurricane prep in 2 or 3 days, then girl, you could have prepped for this in like the couple of weeks you had. You had like 6 weeks to plan, and she packed books, not food. It was the dumbest shit, and they should have left the country. They definitely should have. And Voldemort shouldn't have kept all of his horcruxes on one island. Like, they're all in the UK. Like, if they would have just made it he could have made it a button and thrown it in a dump somewhere, and nobody would have ever found it.
Right?
Like, if I was going to make a horcrux and I had to hide it, like, okay, I'd make it a water bottle and then go throw it in the ocean. Like, what the fuck, man? I don't get it. Like, he had to leave it in places that were significant to him. I would actively avoid places that were significant to me.
First place someone is gonna look is what's important to them.
Yeah.
Put it in like some random toilet in a park. No one's gonna fucking think of that.
Yeah, like, my god, just pick some random pieces of, like, take a button, throw it in a landfill, take a water bottle, throw it in the ocean, like you pick a fence somewhere, like, come on. Like, my god, but why did you, the stupidest ways to do, and I would have jumped from continent to continent, putting it as far away from each other as possible. And it's just like, but they didn't, even hiding from snatchers, it's just like, England's not that big, my dudes. Like, guys, just pop across the channel to all of Europe, anywhere. Go to Africa, go to Asia, go somewhere, go to Australia. But no.
Go to Eastern Europe. No one will go there.
Yeah, like, but no. You guys stayed in England. That's so stupid. That's just so you should have gone to the magical world of a different country. Yeah. And looked for help and shelter there. And it's just like, but no, that would require forethought.
We were dumb.
They were so stupid. Just so stupid. Any other final thoughts besides pure stupidity?
No, that's really all this is.
Yeah. It's a lot of camping. It's one of the main, this movie in the book is one of the main reasons I don't really care for Ron. Like, I really don't like his attitude towards Hermione before this, but his attitude in this movie really just kind of set me on edge for him, and I'm just like, I don't really care for Ron too much, so.
Yeah, I get that. But also, kudos to Draco for manning up.
Yeah! Draco really steps up in this book and throughout this movie and the next movie, and like, he's staring directly at Hermione and Ron and looking at this person that he absolutely knows is Harry, and he's just like, I'm gonna pretend no, I don't know who this is, when you know he knows who this is.
Oh yeah. Okay. Part 2 of Part 2 coming out next week.
Part 2. This is like the Harry Potter, the final movie will be next, our next episode. So we'll watch that, and I
get
actually
some real action going.
Yeah, I actually have this coming Tuesday off, which is really nice.
Nice.
Yeah, and I have the following day off too. So
yes.
Yeah, so that'll be good. All right, final thoughts of Harry Potter, the 7th movie. They're stupid for not leaving England. They definitely should have
packed food,
packed food and water, and done literally a single Costco run would have been great. They could have hid out in the Muggle world without any issues. They could have stayed at hotels. They could have done literally any of those things.
I'm sure you can. There's some way to, exchange galleons to Muggle money.
And they definitely should have been doing that well beforehand, too, because they should have emptied out part of Harry's account and started transferring it into Muggle money. So, but they didn't do that either. So, But I don't know. I think if it would have been you, me, and Aaron, it would have gone very differently. So
It would have gone much smoother. It's like we would never get
yeah,
caught. We'd be cushy. We'd be comfy. It's like, yeah, no one's gonna find us.
yeah. And it's just like, but also we wouldn't have had a really stupid fucking falling out because we were dumb enough to wear a horcrux either. Because that would have been so stupid. That was
It's like
so
y'all
stupid.
saw what it did to Dumbledore's hand. Like, come on.
And like, so you think that you should wear that around your neck? Like, are you stupid? Yes,
Yes,
apparently.
yes, they are stupid.
But they don't get any smarter in the next movie, but it does get a lot more action and less camping. So
Yeah, more
there is
action,
that.
less camping, and we get to see Neville be more of a badass.
Yes, Neville finally gets to come into his own in the next one. So thank you guys so much for listening. And before you guys know it, we're gonna be done with Harry Potter.
Can you guys believe it? We've been doing it for so long.
We'll be done with Harry Potter by the end of the year. So it's and then after that we're gonna do
And after that, I get to subject Misty to some classic movies that she's never seen that she must.
And after my experience with Rocky Horror Picture Show, I'm dreading this even more. So
You are going to love Legally Blonde, all right?
I have to fucking watch Star Wars at some point. Like,
Yes, you have to watch.
So
It's a trap. You'll be fine.
no, I don't think so. But we'll figure it out when we get there. So
Yeah.
thank you guys for listening. And we should announce what we're doing for December because these episodes.
Oh yeah, we are gonna have some, just like Halloween. We're gonna have some Christmas special episodes.
And
D&D will be one of them.
Yes, we're going to have a Christmas special for D&D that's going to come out the week of Christmas. And then for the rest of the weeks in December, we are watching some parody movies which will be released alongside of our normal content. We're watching both Harry Potter musicals, so Harry Potter musical 1 and 2, and
Vampires suck.
we're
With a
closing-
very lovely friend that we met in Florida.
We're closing out the year with Vampire Sex with a new friend of ours. So it'll be really, really interesting. And I hope you guys enjoy all of that and stick around. And until next time, guys.
See y'all next time.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Tune in next week for more fuckery because we have some serious questions and concerns.